Well, I am definitely on the naughty list for you. I don't know if they're gonna shadow ban me, but definitely did not like that I watched the block the shit out of that.
After Johnny Somali and company got punked by that Korean cowboy, later that same night, they started picking fights with random girls outside.
Oh my god. By the way, Maria, get the f out of here.
Why are they fighting girls?
It's touched me again out. I swear to God.
Alright, do that.
As apparently he's all riled up because that other streamer girl tried to throw water on him. So Johnny's Bonnie to his Clyde threw a drink on her.
Don't try to throw a drink on me. Yeah, you don't this shit, you know? Shut up! Shut up!
And as I tried to see what happened after, he quickly deleted that video, bragging that he smacked her camera across the street and immediately deleting the saved stream. But the internet is forever, as you can clearly see from the girl's angle, Johnny smacking her phone.
Don't ever lie on me.
And cancel Johnny's on X save the stream,
They banned
which
this
I'm not
kid
sure
from
I
this
can even
country.
show on here, as it is Johnny assaulting a girl. As he records himself walking up to her, smacking her phone to the floor as she falls right after. Now there was another stream that somewhat exonerates him.
Yeah, of course. Wait, oh shit, what is happening now?
So Johnny's stream makes it look like he slaps her to the ground, but it's more like she just fell while reaching for her phone. But I don't want him thinking that saves him in any way, as at least in America, you don't need to actually touch someone to establish assault charges. If I pretend to swing at you, and while flinching you fall back and hit your head, that was still an assault, not to mention the actual slapping of her phone, which at least constitutes vandalism. Now Korean laws aren't one-to-one with ours, but I somehow doubt the local authorities are going to be lenient on the guy already on their radar for severely disrespecting their country. Now Johnny thought it was funny asking for an animated gif of his assault, while his people were telling him to run as they were calling the police on him, crying about snitching as they deleted the stream. And in case you're not aware, on YouTube, we can delete our own videos, but they're never actually removed from their database. So even though the viewers might not be able to see your crimes, YouTube can still review everything you do. And if you're monetized, like I believe he is, they also have his social and mailing address. So not only do I think this incident's going to end his YouTube career, I actually think he needs to flee the country. As last night's incident, the one where Johnny got knocked to the ground, not the one where Johnny knocked some girl to the ground, which is crazy how quickly his life is spinning down the drain. Again! But after he got cracked by that Korean cowboy, he went to the local police department to file a report, and the local coppers instead started showing him footage of him committing other crimes, trying to verify if it was him. And just like in Japan how the walls were slowly closing in, it really seems like the same thing is happening here. Except he's not getting prosecuted for trespassing in construction zones, they got footage of him assaulting girls in the street. And it's not like he should flee back to America, as they could just extradite that racist right back. So he's left with Thailand where his buddy got beaten, or finally fulfilling the prophecy of actually becoming a Somalian. And even though at one point he's come directly after me, I always try to step back and feel somewhat sorry for someone spiraling out of control because they're severely addicted to social media clout. But at this point, I kinda can't. As just yesterday he was bragging about snitching becoming a cornerstone of his online identity.
Oh my God, yes, Dub, you snitch. We can snitch every time you touch me. Yes.
I'm already dying, bro. Like,
I'm gonna get that money. I wish the nigga from yesterday
Damn.
did too.
So when
That
you
was
make
so
it a
dumb.
point to
What,
be
bro?
annoying, baiting being attacked
What's
so you
going
can
on, bro?
cash out through the legal system, you
mean?
can't get mad if some random streamer does the same exact thing to you. And I'm not
three
automatically
of us.
siding with that random streamer girl. girl.
So?
I think everybody has encountered a belligerent woman at the
Somebody
bar
pushing you.
trying to elicit an aggressive reaction out
I'm
of
not
anybody
pushing
because in our sad society,
No, I'm not.
they
Pushing
can't.
you.
And as a man, there's really nothing you can do in that scenario that makes you look good. Matching their aggressive energy makes you the guy fighting girls, and standing there and take it makes you the guy getting punked by girls. So the only reasonable solution is to simply walk away, as there's plenty of other bars filled with women not trying to ruin your night, and if he had a strong father figure in his life, he probably would have known that. But he apparently doesn't, so he's probably going 2 for 2, as in Asian countries he's visited and Asian prisons he's occupied. So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic
Crazy
status
how
that is
just got
today's
out of it
reality,
like that.
hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on the social media influencer that actually crashed his McLaren, all because he wanted more attention.
Guys, back door.
If my gun work.
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
Worry about me.
Does anyone else prefer to play fully erect?
Nah,
Enemies dropping into
that's
the
probably
I don't
just
even
a
know
you
what you
thing,
just
bro.
said, bro.
It's just a you thing, bro. You ain't got
Fully
to
erect?
I'm
What is that?
I'm fully torqued right now.
Alright,
Fully torqued.
alright,
It's a tight.
What do you mean by that?
alright.
Fully erect.
Yeah, I said okay. You keep asking the fucking question. I'm like, alright. Okay.
friendly mortar strike on the way.
I mean, I'm just.
Yeah, that's
saying.
just a you thing.
Oh, okay. Guys
Fully
don't play with
erect.
raging boners.
Nah.
That's how
Nah, not my thing, bro.
my KD goes up at least 1.25.
Carry the team, big dog. Carry the team.
You said what goes up?
Well, when my dick goes up, my KD ratio goes up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You gotta stop asking questions. You gotta hear the question.
This is your
You
lobby, bro. This
asked.
is wow.
You asked, though.
You
You
asked.
asked.
This is
I don't even
your
know what
lobby.
this is, man. You
I
asked
couldn't
the
hear
question.
him. I couldn't hear him.
You probably don't need to.
Mm. It's a shame.
Damn shame.
It's a shame. Oh, that right here.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody at it right now. You thought you was about to get your load out? Nah, this ain't that.
Remaining operators from that squad.
Oh, this was y'all load out to begin with. You even need to pick up your guns? You try your guns out, my brother. Sniper. Oh, he's dead.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I got a sniper for my loadout, aka his.
Ayo.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm gonna do y'all dirty with this sniper. I ain't used a sniper in a minute. Let me see if I still got it.
You got it, boy.
Alright. Knock one. Come on now.
My kill.
This sniper ain't all that, but
Yeah, it's not.
get the job done. I got a loadout
And
chest
a
right
bag of
next to me.
potato chips.
Yeah, I do. He landed back in. He sniped. Somebody else right here. He sniped. He's knocked. Oh my god. This sniper is it.
Alright.
Damn, third party.
Oh, he's dead right here.
That's probably why.
Load out, load out. On me, on me.
Yeah, here.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Fucking bot.
Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Go get hunting. You got gas moving in.
Load out.
People not see me?
I hear you.
Be advised,
Where?
you still have
Where?
squad mates outside the safe zone.
Load out.
There. Oh my god, bro. No fucking call outs, no nothing.
This not how it work, gang. I just found ammo. It's cool, gang. We just fight.
Your squad mates back on station. Good work.
You did.
Slow that shit still be up here.
Fire
Get out.
sale active. Buy station prices.
Fuck! Damn it, dude.
Damn, you been drinking?
Nah, bro. I got 215 in me.
Sober since October. Of last year.
Wow. See what? I'm just gonna start being a party leader from now.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
Got to die. Right now, straight line.
You're redeploying.
Are we doing this right now?
Your squad
Yeah,
mates
come on,
redeploying.
man.
Well done.
How the fuck I drop with it?
Gas is inbound.
We gotta hurry up. Oh, somebody up there.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
me.
they
I'm
don't
the
have
person
it.
y'all looking for. It's me. I'm the person y'all looking for.
Squad made it to the safe zone.
Yeah, we looking for you for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get
You either
that
gonna,
load.
you
Let's
either
get
gonna
that
sink
load.
or
Let's get that
swim.
load. We got enough. We got enough. We got enough. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Let's get that load. Let's get that load. Hurry up. Oh, never mind. Fire sale over. Oh.
Did I just hear what I think I just heard?
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol. Be there on the
Lord,
double.
Lord.
behind the door. He's behind the door. Bitch ass niggas behind the door.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol.
Oh, like, get out of my ear. He playing on PC. Ain't no way he just jumped across in front of me like that.
Senator, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. We're similar age.
Resurgence no
similar
longer
accomplishments.
active. It's like right there on top of
That's-
it.
We're like the same people, actually, yeah.
No, it's good to have you here. You wrote a book. I pretended to. You're running for vice president. I have a podcast. So, but no, thank you so much. I appreciate it. How has it
Good game,
been
yeah.
running at the pace you're running, introducing yourself to the public?
Yeah.
How has that felt with a family and a life?
Good game, yeah.
Sure. Well, yeah. Thank you for doing this. First of all,
No,
I know it was
thank
tough
you.
to rearrange your schedule, and I appreciate it.
It wasn't that tough.
It's honestly just the craziest experience of my life,
Yeah.
right? Because I ran for Senate once before in my life a couple years ago. We won, obviously, or I wouldn't be here.
I don't know if I can find a better
You
video.
drive around the state of Ohio in like the back of a used Subaru because that's what your staff is driving, and
Right.
you just it's like really cool because you see the whole state.
Right.
This thing, you see the whole country.
Right.
Right. And like we had some of my closest buddies from high school join us on the campaign trail a couple of days ago, and we go to Dallas, we go to Arizona, we go to Nevada, we go back to Washington, we go back to Ohio, like in 2.5 days. We're
Yeah.
in all these places. So it's just really cool to see the country. I mean, obviously, like in some ways it's exhausting, but in other ways it's like the most energizing thing that you're doing because I'm one of these people.
This guy's great, but
For generations, Bridgestone has made time. Today, we're still tirelessly at work.
Russia has gotten everybody upset and agitated in Asia again. Xi came out, President Xi of China came out at the recent BRICS summit saying uncategorically, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't expand. You shouldn't, create problems elsewhere. And he's very upset that North Korea has sent ground troops.
Chinese President Xi Jinping tells Putin that he needs to stop using North Korean troops. It seems that Putin's North Korea gamble is coming back to bite him. First, we had South Korea stepping up their support for Ukraine after hearing that North Korean troops are helping Russia. Then, we have Chinese president getting mad at Putin for using North Korea, bringing in a third country in this war and expanding this war like never before. And on top of that, we have Russian soldiers, Russian troops who are working with North Korean troops getting mad at the North Korean. We actually have intercepted communication from the front line, and we can hear the Russian soldiers getting mad at the North Korean troops they have to deal with. In fact, going as far as to call them Chinese. So let's get into all this and more in today's video. Like always, be sure to hit the like button. It helps us out tremendously, especially considering just yesterday, one of our videos was demonetized minutes after uploading. So your likes really help us out. Now we'll get into President Xi scolding Putin in a second, but first let's listen to Russian soldiers complaining about North Korean soldiers.
These pictures of North Koreans training in the Far East of Russia sparked a lot of speculation over Russia's plans in Ukraine. In intercepted communications from the front line, obtained by the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, Russian soldiers can be heard complaining about their new allies. The North Koreans are codenamed the K Battalion.
Yeah, but he's standing there talking to this guy about the K Battalion. He was just talking about the K Battalion. I asked, who gets the weapons, the ammo for them? We did get rations. And from what I hear, the brigade gets it. And he's like, why the brigade? You receive everything.
We can also hear them refer rudely to the North Koreans as the Chinese. The audio intercepts also reveal plans to have one interpreter and 3 senior officers for every 30 North Korean men. The Kremlin had initially dismissed allegations of North Korean troop deployments, but at the recent BRICS summit, Russian President Vladimir Putin appeared to acknowledge that Pyongyang had sent soldiers to the country.
Now, 2 other big news that happened on this topic was the fact that North Korea and Russia actually confirmed that North Korean troops are in Russia. Now, we already had Ukrainians and South Koreans confirming this. Also, we had Lloyd Austin, US Defense Secretary, confirming this too. Now, everyone is giving out different numbers. US is saying 3,000 North Korean soldiers, while Ukrainians and South Koreans are saying as high as 20,000 soldiers are in Russia. So numbers are big, and it's also reported that more soldiers are coming as we speak. But so far, we haven't had any comment from Putin, Russia, and North Korea. But now it seems they have kinda confirmed it. Listen to it yourself.
Let me just start by saying that even though it is late Friday night, we now are
Bro, this is crazy. Push that, push that.
Itself. Through North Korean state media. Now, a military official isn't explicitly confirming the presence of North Korean troops in Russia with this potential deployment to Ukraine, but it's not denying it either. In fact, this official goes on to say that if this is the case, it is conforming with international law. It's following the rules of the global stage. So that is what we are hearing from North Korea. We are also hearing a very muted response from Vladimir Putin himself, who acknowledged that Russia is in contact with North Korea, but not so much of the specifics, basically telling the rest of the world to mind your own business. Let's listen to some remarks from Vladimir Putin that he made following that summit you alluded to as it wrapped up on Thursday. Let's listen.
As for our relations with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, as you know, our Strategic Partnership Treaty was ratified only today. There is Article 4, and Russia never doubted that the DPRK is serious about Russian cooperation. But what we will do and how we will do it is our business.
Now we move the focus to China. China is of course North Korea's biggest trading partner and one of the biggest backer of the Kim regime. So you would think that they wouldn't have a problem with China and Russia making a military deal together, right? Where Russia is giving Kim money, satellite info, and Russia in return is getting shells, ammunition, and soldiers. But it seems like China is not happy about this deal. Now, in a second, we will get into why this is something China is not happy about. But first, I would like to remind you that many people do believe that one person in this world who can stop this war is Xi Jinping. If Xi Jinping picks up the phone and calls Putin to call off this war, it will stop. In fact, we have proof of how much influence China has over Russia. China is the one who's holding back Russia from using any kind of nukes. I guess holding back would be a nicer way of putting it. China has basically forbidden Russia from using any nukes if they want this continued Chinese support. And Russian economy would be pretty much dead if it wasn't for China and India. They're the one who are funding it by buying all that oil, and they're the one, especially China is the one funding it by exporting all these Western electronics that's basically going into all these Russian missiles that's targeting inside Ukraine. So first, let's listen to what Xi Jinping said to Putin about this North Korea deals and North Korean troops in Russia. Then we'll listen to why he's not happy about it.
Well, yeah, there's a few that are there, have been there for a while because they send missiles and bombs, and I guess they need people to teach them how to use them. There's also a reported 10 to 15,000 ground troops there, and a reported 100,000 that are being trained in the Far East. So this is of great concern, and I think that it certainly represents Putin opening his much vaunted third front in his global war. He's got one going on in the Middle East, he's got one in Europe, and now he's getting everyone very upset, including China, about what may happen with the two Koreas as well as throughout Asia. Well, I think Russia has gotten everybody all upset and agitated in Asia again. It is maybe not going to backfire on him, but President Xi of China came out at the recent BRICS summit saying uncategorically, this shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't expand. You shouldn't, create problems elsewhere. And he's very upset that North Korea has sent ground troops.
One of the biggest geopolitical events that the whole world is waiting for is the upcoming presidential election. Now, there are a lot of questionable trading sites that have popped up around this, but you always want to be careful with anything that's not approved by proper authority about it. China, of course, doesn't want Russia to lose. It would rather Russia win than lose, because at the end of the day, it is still in Russia's corner. But it's also China makes most of its money exporting to the West. It exports more than $500 billion to US alone every single year. That's millions of jobs in China that's dependent on having that export, having that trade flow smoothly. As this war expands more and more, China knows the more pressure will be put on it to stop supporting Russia, stop buying the oil, or stop exporting to the West. It would be forced to pick one side. On top of that, as more countries get involved, the risk of escalation goes up. Now, NATO has not sent any troops to Ukraine, especially to fight. If North Korea gets involved, North Korean troops are fighting against Ukrainian troops, then it makes it easier for NATO to justify to sending troops to Ukraine, because now it's going to be the first group to cause that escalation. China has its own interests that it puts above helping Putin or helping Russia. And in fact, this is something we talked about in our podcast with Ben Hodges, so let's listen to that point because he explains it much better than I ever could.
What is their strategic interest? Obviously, it's regime survival, number one. China is not an ally of North Korea, although I think that because the Chinese know that if and when North Korea
he's a hacker. I'm bored.
Because of all the the enormous problems that North Korea has in terms of starvation of their own people, at some point does that crack? I don't know, but you'll have millions of really hungry North Koreans pouring into China. So China keeps an eye on that, and I think the Chinese like having a buffer between them and a U.S.-backed South Korea. North Korea does have a friend, though, in Russia. You remember Putin was just there not too long ago and give it to Russia.
Now, there's one thing that he says is really important. Now, North Korea is sending a lot of shells to Russia. In fact, the numbers we have been shared so far, that is sending around 3 million shells per year so far, and on top of that, it plans on sending 6 million more. But the problem is, not all those shells work as expected. But even if 50% of them don't work, that's still...
Good morning, guys, or afternoon. I guess you could say I've been embracing my inner sleeping beauty lately after getting this neck.
Gives 50% of the shells that can cause havoc in Ukraine. And just by sheer number, it's deadly and it's problematic. The same thing with their military. Even though they don't have experienced military, even though they don't have a well-equipped military, what they do have is number. Around 29% of their adult population is part of the military. Over 1 million military personnel, making it one of the biggest military in terms of numbers. So even though they might not have the highest grade technology, the newest technology, they do have numbers, and if they become part of this war, it could lead to an escalation that's hard to predict and hard to manage maybe. So let's watch this clip that explains a little bit more about their military size and military capability.
There's been a lot of tension on the deployment of North Korean troops to help Russia in the war in Ukraine. How good are they? What do you know about them?
North Korea is interesting. It has got one of the largest militaries in the world. Per head of population, I think there's over 29% of the North Korean adult population are in the military. But their military is very much based on old Soviet style, old communist style military. So it is very rigid, very formed. It's got on paper 1.2, 1.4 million troops with another 500,000 in reserve. That sounds enormous. It's got thousands of tanks, thousands of aircraft, hundreds of ships. One of the biggest submarine fleets that there is in Southeast Asia. So on paper, it is very, very strong. But if we look back to 2.5 years ago when...
Well, that sounds pretty fucked up.
Okay, so this lady right here is going viral for yelling at a little girl at a Kamala Harris rally. She has been identified as Jordan Bowen. Right now, she's mega viral all over the internet. Obviously not by the mainstream, but that's why we're talking about this. And of course, she is paid by the Democratic Party. Now, I'm going to play the full clip, and don't worry, I blocked out the little girl. She's already dealing with enough embarrassment because of Jordan Bowen. Let's go ahead and play the clip real fast. And as far as receipts goes, she's been paid $16,000. And again, this is made public all over X. And really, this is all public information anyone can look up. If you want to go on X and go look into it yourself, again, she is on the documents for the committee, Harris County Democratic Party. And just because it's Harris County, it's not Kamala Harris, it's just Harris County. And by the way, how ironic is this all that this is at the same Democratic rally being ran by Kamala Harris in which she kicked out another protester who was yelling at Kamala Harris or protesting Kamala Harris when she was talking about getting rid of children.
We'll show them the way. Because we know what's at stake and we will not be silenced.
Now, something that's a very common theme when it comes to the Kamala Harris campaign, they will address something when it's like something that they... Now, one thing that's a pretty common theme as far as the Kamala Harris campaign, they always address whenever something is an issue, or at least something that will make Kamala look better. Like, oh, she apologized for something. But you'll notice there's absolutely nothing from anything in the mainstream, let alone Kamala Harris. All it is everybody just posting the same clips over and over. And pretty much everyone's asking the same question. Why is Jordan Bowen going after a little child? And honestly, that is the same question I have. So let me just dissect the clip real fast for you. I don't want to inference anything or try to assume anything, but she does say a couple of things that might bring up some points of evidence. Okay, so first things first, this is probably the most clear part of the video. She clearly yells out, "I don't give an F, your dad is a B word." Now, again, the saddest thing about all of this is that the father's not even looking, so she's really taking a cheap shot at the little kid. Now, because, well, people are mainly assuming the reason why she's going after the little kid is due to the dad maybe protesting. Again, I don't have anything on who the father is. I don't even know exactly what is going on in this particular situation. But regardless, I think a majority of people with a sense or of a decent moral compass would agree nobody should yell at a kid like that, let alone in public.
If you go to like protest a rally, why would you bring your
Okay,
children?
I don't know who this woman is, but she's clearly not getting enough credit, in my opinion. Like, no one's talking about how she actually stood up and stood her ground and went face to face with the woman yelling at the child. In my personal opinion, I think it was very brave for this woman of color, to stand her ground and tell this other lady, look, you don't do that, get out of this child's face. I want to give her some credit because I'm really not seeing any of that going on. Again, I think she deserves a lot of credit, and I think it's great to see another woman stand to another woman, especially in an environment where feminism has sort of been skewed into a very weird thing. And you can tell another woman, you probably shouldn't yell at another man's child, or any child really, just the way that she is. Now, this part right here is equally as disgusting as far as the woman yelling at the child. It's very hard to hear, but there are people literally laughing at this entire thing. Nobody really sticking up for the little girl except for the black woman. You literally can hear the people filming and the people around all just laughing at the situation. Again, how disgusting is that? That now we live in a society at a Kamala rally in Texas that they are laughing at the lady instead of all standing up and saying, you don't do that. That is one of our children. That is the future of the United States. It's quite disgusting, really. Again, that's not really being pointed out too much on the internet right now. Okay, so this is the part that's also really weird. The lady yells at the man, why would you bring your daughter here? And then the man says, well, why would you bring your daughter? And she says, I didn't. So this might be the only point of contention that anybody might have if you're siding with the lady who's yelling at the little girl. And if you are on that side, you're going to have a very difficult time explaining the rest of the clip. But I always try to be equal in these circumstances. I know sometimes it's for the worst of me, but I want to try to be equal here. The lady asking the man, why would you bring your daughter, especially in a situation that's most likely going to be hostile at a Kamala Harris rally where we've seen the true colors of the Democratic Party. She might actually have a little point. I have seen some people actually say maybe it's not the safest thing to bring your daughter there. But again, this is America, this is the United States, and you have the right to bring your child anywhere. Now, again, if you want to argue that point, you can leave your comment down below. But I think it was funny, he asked an equally the same question, why did you bring your daughter? And she's like, I didn't bring my daughter, as if that was any sort of statement that has any validity as far as, well, that means you can't bring your daughter because I didn't bring mine. You know what I mean? It gets like very, very weird. Okay, so as I make this video, again, it's very difficult to find any news articles about any of this. Really, you can only find all of the information on X. Again, a lot of people are saying this is Democratic organizer Jordan Bowen, and she faces backlash for screaming at child during Kamala Harris rally. It is mega viral everywhere right now, but not on the mainstream, and that is always a red flag. Okay, I don't know how many more clips you need or points of evidence on... Okay, I don't know... Okay, so in conclusion, I don't know how many more clips you need from Kamala Harris rallies that proves my point and a lot of other people's points that these rallies are absolute circus shows. I mean, the last Kamala Harris rally in Texas, really, bringing out Beyonce and not having her sing any songs, that is a rug pull. If you have crypto, you know what that means. That was a scam. And then clips like this coming out is really no surprise. Maybe she was also upset that she wasted her time and Beyonce didn't even perform at the rally. But again, the fact that Jordan Bowen would do something like that, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really not that shocked. And unfortunately, one thing, I actually want to say this. I wish the best for Jordan Bowen. I hope everything is okay emotionally and mentally as a Christian. I'm just being very honest. This is not meant to be a smear piece. This is meant for people to be safe, to be careful when you go to these rallies, because I'm going to be honest with you, you would never catch me with my kid out there or my family, ever. I don't know why that man brought his child out there. I have no idea. But again, it doesn't matter. Even if that little girl did nothing wrong, you would never catch any sensible parent yell at a little girl, let alone imagine somebody yelling at your kid. The whole thing is very embarrassing, and I keep saying this over and over again. The Democratic Party does not support family values, and you keep seeing more and more and more clips that prove so.
Ever wondered if there's an easier way to build big capital fast for trading?
Watch the people I like feed off the crowd, or I feed off the people that I meet. And so, the energy level is off the charts right now, which is one of the reasons why I think that we're going to win. And so, you don't sleep as much maybe as I'd like to, but then on the other hand, you're just so high on adrenaline that I feel like I could do this for a lot longer.
Right.
The good thing, so we have 3 little kids, right? We have a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And we've been able, with a lot of family help, to just make this kind of a family affair.
Yeah.
So for Trump's big rally in Madison Square Garden in a couple days, my cousin is going to fly up with our kids, and then me and my wife are going to go up. And so we'll hang out in New York together, but then also do this rally at Madison Square Garden.
I'm going to go there. Great sense of direction, but that's okay. We'll show them the way. We'll show them the way.
Very authoritative.
All right, so the Kamala Harris campaign is spiraling out of control after Kamala's latest rally in Houston, Texas did not go the way that she wanted. For example, it was a bait and switch. They told people that Beyonce would perform, so clearly so many people showed up to watch it. She didn't perform. She only spoke for 60 seconds. I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but hear me out. So that led to people protesting during the rally and walking out.
There's 3 of them.
And then on that same day, you've got John Fetterman out of Pennsylvania, who's clearly accepting defeat is coming for Kamala Harris. Why don't we start with the bait and switch story?
We have some big news to share for the Harris campaign, and the Beehive, none other than Beyonce, will appear with Vice President Harris tomorrow in Texas, we're learning, and NBC's Aaron Gilchrist is covering the Harris campaign today from Georgia, where she's set to appear with Bruce Springsteen. Aaron, the boss today, Queen Bee tomorrow. What more do we know?
This is news that a lot of people have been waiting to hear, whether or how Beyonce might show her support for Vice President Harris. And we have learned from 3 sources our team has that Beyonce will appear with Vice President Harris tomorrow in Houston, Texas. And the source says that Beyonce will perform during that appearance in Texas, obviously where she's from.
All right, so you don't have to be a rocket scientist or a journalist to know that clearly this was misleading and a bait and switch. They clearly used the word perform. Beyonce expected to perform. Beyonce set to perform. Beyonce set to perform, right? I mean, these people, they know what they're doing. They did this at the DNC, where people thought Beyonce was going to perform there as well. And so this is getting a lot of backlash. Now, before we get to that clip showing people doing that and how Kamala Harris just spiraled out of control during that time, let's hear what Beyonce had to say.
So happy to be standing here on this stage as proud country Texas women supporting and celebrating the one and only Vice President Kamala Harris. A woman who's been pushing for what this country really needs right now. Unity. It's impossible not to feel the energy in this room.
Oh my God, this nigga couldn't shut the fuck up for a second, my nigga.
The community, the humanity. We are at the precipice of an incredible shift, the brink of history. I'm not here as a celebrity.
Yes,
I'm not here as a politician. I'm here as a mother. A mother who cares deeply about the world my children and all of our children live in. A world where we have the freedom to control our bodies. A world where we're not divided, our past, our present, our future merge to meet us here.
Guys, I mean, you can't make this up. You know, Beyonce is a great entertainer, but did you feel like she believed in anything she was just saying on that stage? Clearly not. She was reading from a teleprompter, and she's doing a Kamala Harris where we know they're saying things they don't believe, right? And that's why I think people did not receive it very well. And pulling all the celebrities out to endorse you and campaign for you, we know that's not going to work for Kamala Harris. Hillary Clinton did the same thing, and we saw how that turned out. Joe Biden did not do the same thing, and we saw how that turned out. So I think it's a good time to go ahead and look at the first time people started to heckle Kamala Harris at the rally. Watch.
They fucking booed her. What? Oh my God, Trump is going to be president. This is so funny. Wow, more booing. Okay.
Oh, okay. So clearly things are getting a little out of control, but it didn't happen once. It happened twice. Okay. And again, you cannot continue to lie to people, bait and switch them, and make them think that they're there to see Beyonce, which is why the place was packed. Let's be honest here, okay? Most people did not want to see Kamala Harris. They want to see Beyonce and the other celebrities, but here's the second time.
Oh my God, she's so crass.
They're on top of our building.
So I find it interesting that at a Trump rally, you would never find people protesting what he is saying. But this is starting to become a pattern for Kamala Harris. So, you know, it's not a great look. Now, is it? And we know what the strategy is now at this point, which is to leverage the power of celebrities to get people to come out and vote. And so one must ask, why would she do a campaign rally in Houston? Well, it's clearly she's struggling in these larger cities. And we also know that she's struggling when it comes to these endorsements, like the Washington Post refusing to endorse her on that same day. I mean, Friday was a bad day for Kamala Harris. There's just no question. But don't tell MSNBC that, or should I say MSDNC that, because when people don't support Kamala Harris, they go to assassinating people's character. Watch this.
Look, you know, I just, as someone who has been, you know, seeking out endorsements from newspapers, and you know, being a Republican in the DMV is not the easiest thing in the world. So you never expect the Washington Post to endorse you. You know, but this act of cowardice to me is just reprehensible, because all the bravado and all the BS that you put out there, you know, democracy dies in darkness. Well, baby, you just turned out the lights, Bezos. You just turned out the lights for the Washington Post, because you were so afraid that, you know, oh my God, Donald Trump is going to drag us. Donald Trump is going to come after my business. Here's the deal. If you can't handle it, sell the paper. Because why did you own it in the first place if this is what you're going to do with it? Same with the LA Times. If you can't take that heat, then get out of that business, because it's not a business for you. You cannot bring that mindset. You don't have a journalistic mindset. You don't understand what the First Amendment means to the men and women who actually do that job every day. There's a reason why your newsroom right now is pissed off at you, dumb behind, because you're buckled. You put it on your masthead, and then you took it down because you're afraid of Donald Trump?
Now, I want to show you that to you because that's the move that they go to, right? If you don't support Kamala Harris, then that means you're a sexist, you're misogynistic, you are a coon, you are a hypocrite, you're this, you're that. And it goes to the character assassination, right? Instead of just saying, well, hey, if you don't want to vote for her, that's your opinion. Just like people who support Trump. If I run into someone who says they want to support Kamala Harris, fine. I mean, I'd like to know why, and I'd like you to explain it to me. But if you didn't want to, then that's on you, right? But it seems that the woke left takes everything very personal. And, it's like a complicated bunch, because why is it that you have someone like John Fetterman in Pennsylvania exposing what's about to happen to Kamala Harris? So while they're over here focused on people who refuse to support her, maybe they should be focusing on the people who do, and that they are sounding the alarm on her campaign. Talk about a contradiction of the message. Check this out.
She is running almost at a tie in your state. You've said that Trump has a special connection with the people of
100%.
Pennsylvania. Why? What is it that you see that he appeals to in your state?
There's a difference between not understanding, but also acknowledging that it exists. And anybody spends time driving around and you can see the intensity. It's astonishing. I was doing an event in Indiana County, very, very red, and there was a superstore of Trump stuff, and it was 100 feet long, and it was dozens of T-shirts and hats and bumper stickers and all kinds. I mean, it's like, where does this all come from? I mean, it was almost like Taylor Swift kind of swag. It's like of everything. It wasn't just a sign. It's the kinds of thing that has taken on its own life on that. And it's like something very special exists there. And that doesn't mean that I admire it. It's just like, it's real.
Now there's one correction. That's all over America. I mean, you can go to every single state and you're going to catch a Trump store. There's plenty here in California, believe it or not. And so he's speaking to what I just laugh at when I hear the Democratic Party speak about Trump. They're just underestimating the support and the enthusiasm. It doesn't mean they have to agree, but that they recognize that it's there. It's just like they underestimate how many people are just fed up with the current economy. They keep denying reality. They don't want to accept it. They keep underappreciating how many people are fed up when it comes to border security. How many people are fed up with the foreign wars overseas. There's a lot of people that don't like it. But the Democratic Party, they just don't want to acknowledge that grievance or that pain. So needless to say, Friday was not a great day for Kamala Harris. Now, Trump did end the night by commenting on the rally where Beyonce was at for 60 seconds, even though everybody believed she was going to perform. I just think that's funny. But here's Trump's response to all that. Watch.
So Beyonce went out, spoke for a couple of minutes, and then left, and the place went crazy. They booed the hell out of everybody. They thought she was going to perform. Now, I would have no interest in that, but they said, and what happened is my opponent got up and started speaking. They booed the hell out of her. It's crazy. So they have to use people to get people to come, and then they send buses. We don't send buses. Everybody comes. We're just going to make America great again. It's very simple.
That's what Trump had to say, and here's what I have to say.
Trump fucking knows this shit's in the bag.
Invest in Lift Aircraft.
That's crazy.
The company with $5 million.
Think about it. What does it say about your campaign when you have to keep bringing celebrities out to get people to show up to the rally? Then you know mainstream media is going to lie about the rally itself by saying, that celebrity is going to perform, right? That's number two. Number three, isn't it interesting that Beyonce only spoke for 4 minutes total? I just find that to be interesting, but hey, maybe that doesn't mean anything, whatever. I also find it interesting that why would you host that rally in Houston? I'm just curious. I just want to know what the strategy is. I don't see how that helps her unless she has a turnout problem already in Houston. Not to mention she didn't get that Washington Post endorsement. Not to mention that Israel did retaliate against Iran last night. Not to mention that Trump went on Joe Rogan podcast, and I mean that show is already at I think about 15 million views, and it's only been 12 hours. So
I got 10,000
it just wasn't a great day. I think her campaign is about to self-destruct. I really do believe that, because she's doing everything that Hillary Clinton did, and it's not going to work. And I think it's 2024 where people see that a mile away. She's not real. She's fake. The people she brings up on stage, they're fake too. You really think that all these Hollywood celebrities believe what's coming out of their mouth? They know what it is. They're playing the game. They have to say what they got to say, because most of these institutions and these industries are liberal. They're not going to come out and be a conservative. They're not going to come out and be an outsider. That takes a certain type of personality and character, in my opinion. So this isn't going to work for Kamala Harris, but that's what I think. So why don't you guys tell me about what you think about this whole bait and switch from Beyonce and the Kamala Harris campaign? You think that's really going to make an impact on how people feel about Kamala Harris? And what did you think about John Fetterman really accepting defeat in Pennsylvania? He sees what's about to happen. He recognizes the enthusiasm. The one thing that I was very enthused about, and I'm sure you are too, or you, when Donald Trump went on to the Joe Rogan podcast for 3 hours. If you haven't seen my initial reaction to that, all you have to do is click on the video that's coming up right now.
Can you imagine Kamala doing this show?
I could imagine her doing this show.
She'd be laying on the floor.
She was supposed to do it, and she might still do it, and I hope she does.
She's not going to.
I will talk to her like a human being. I would try to have a conversation with her.
If she did this kind of an interview with you, I hope she does, because it would be a mess. She'd be laying on the floor comatose. You'd be saying, "Call in the medics."
I think we'd have a fine conversation.
Call in the medics.
We out here camping, bro. We out there bitch camping.
All right, so former President Trump did a podcast interview with Joe Rogan. And obviously this is more of a conversation, not necessarily an interview. But anyways, we know Kamala Harris can never do this, by the way. But there's a lot of clips to get through. Clearly, this podcast was very long, so I'll link the full episode in the description below. But I want to start with something that I have firsthand experience with, and that is Afghanistan. And Joe Rogan asked Donald Trump about his thoughts about Afghanistan. Here's that exchange.
We left billions of dollars worth of equipment and military vehicles that they use for parades now.
The best equipment, to embarrass us, the best equipment in the world.
The Taliban parade where they've got tanks rolling down the streets and Blackhawks flying is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We left the best equipment in the world behind.
What would you have done differently?
Well, number one, we would have taken it out. Just so you go back a little bit further. I had a couple of conversations with Abdul.
Nah, shut up.
And from the time I had those conversations, because they were shooting our soldiers, they were shooting a lot. They were shooting a lot with Obama, much less with me, but they were shooting them. And I said, get this guy on the phone. The press went nuts when they heard this. I had a great conversation with him. It was a tough conversation. 18 months later, there wasn't one soldier that was ever shot at. And even Biden admitted it in a moment of stupidity, because he shouldn't admit it. His people.
Okay, so first thing, I deployed to Afghanistan in 2009. When I got to Bagram Air Base, they would have a field of military vehicles. We're talking hundreds of them, that were transported from Iraq to Afghanistan. The problem with these vehicles is that they were best for desert, flat land. Well, when they got to Afghanistan, a lot of soldiers were dying because these vehicles would roll over, because Afghanistan is more rough terrain. It's mountainous. Why do I say that? Well, because the government wasted so much money on Afghanistan. It's just asinine if you really got into the nitty gritty of it. But the point here is that clearly on the world stage, America looked weak in the way that we withdrew from Afghanistan. And because we know this was a policy decision, Joe Rogan and Donald Trump did talk about Kamala Harris's policies. It was actually pretty funny. Watch this.
But she was to fund the police. She was all these transgender operations. You know, if you wanted a sex change and you were in detention and you demanded a sex change,
they would give you a sex change.
Well, the wildest one is this idea of giving free sex change to illegal immigrants.
That's right.
That's fucking
In detention.
That is the wildest
But
thing.
she
Like,
was-
is that the biggest problem you have? You just walk here from Guatemala, you meet a girl.
But she was in favor of it.
Yes.
So think of it. She changed 15 policies. In fact, I'm going to send her a MAGA cap.
She stole your idea about no tax for tips.
I came up with this idea that honestly nobody ever heard of. And now it took her 2 months, but you know what? All of a sudden,
it caught fire,
and she just put it into a little speech.
Yeah,
well,
it became
but
popular.
I think we still have that issue. I think that issue is a good one.
And that's why the Trump campaign is spending $82 million in the month of October in Pennsylvania on that exact ad, right? Because it's just radical, and it's exactly who Kamala Harris is. I think that's when we truly start to see some level of authenticity from her.
bro, got my
Back to 2019,
bro. Yeah, bro.
what she's
Good
trying to
job,
sell people
man.
on today is not who
job.
she really is. We know this. And of course, the people who are really helping her do that
Sniper some hard
is
work,
the
boy.
Trump deranged media, and Joe Rogan gets into that.
Oh, he got
as well.
one bad here.
Watch.
It's a creepy, corrupt business.
Right there, this
And
loadout.
The media, to a large extent, acts as a propaganda arm for the Democratic Party.
It's not even believable.
Yeah, it's bizarre to watch, and most young people, I think, are aware of it. I think most boomers still, unfortunately, read the newspapers and believe in CNN.
But it's getting younger. Let me tell you, it's getting a conservative. And I
But
don't
you know
even.
why?
I consider myself a
It's
person.
the internet. It's because the internet's giving people information that they're not getting from anywhere else, and they like the very fine people
know how
hoax, the Russiagate hoax, all these different things that they've done to try to pin on you. That's like it's a clear distortion of what you actually said.
Bloodbath hoax.
Yeah,
I was talking about the auto industry.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a bloodbath
Hey, bro was
because
working out with my
Japan
sniper
and,
gun. I ain't even
China
lying.
are taking our auto. And I said, it's a bloodbath. They said, oh,
Come on, are you
bloodbath.
kidding
You think
me?
of somebody.
What the hell?
That's
They're
right.
gonna
That's
take over.
right.
That's exactly
It's
what
a
you said.
terrible thing they do.
But that's the problem with propagandists, because they take things out of context, and ultimately what they do is they diminish their own credibility because people don't want to listen to them anymore because they see that they've done that and they recognize what's going on and they feel insulted. Their intelligence.
Well,
is
look
getting
at the
insulted.
ratings.
And that's why the media has lost all their credibility, because it's all about anonymous source said this, anonymous source said that, when it's all just factually untrue, right? That's really what's going on. And so it gives the power over to people like me, people like Joe Rogan, anybody else out there who's creating their own content, stories. So we are happy that this is happening.
I can't help
we
it,
know it's a dying industry.
No,
I'm
no,
sure
don't worry, bro.
the
Yeah,
news isn't going to go away completely.
Yeah,
But the last time I checked, there was a study that said 30% of people are using YouTube to get their news, which is crazy. Now, of course, one of the reasons why it favors Trump so much is because of how popular he is and the amount of attention that he gets. Here's what he had to say about that popularity.
So I always got more publicity than other people, and it wasn't like I was trying. In fact, I don't know exactly why. Maybe you can tell me why.
Oh, I could definitely tell you. You said a lot of wild shit.
Maybe. Maybe
He said a lot of wild shit, and then CNN, in all their brilliance, by highlighting your wild shit, made you much more popular.
Yeah.
And they boosted you in the polls because people were tired of someone talking in this bullshit, pre-prepared politician lingo. And even if they didn't agree with you, they at least knew whoever that guy is, that's him. That's really him. When you see certain people talk, certain people in the public eye, you don't know who they are. You have no idea who they are. It's very difficult to know. You see them in conversations. They have these pre-planned answers. They say everything. It's very rehearsed. You never get to the meat of it.
This would have worked if I had a team.
One of the beautiful things about you is that you free ball. Like you get out and you do these huge events, and you're just talking, and you're making. We've highlighted you on the show many times when you did this Biden impression where he's walking around, he doesn't know what he's doing. It's funny. It's stand up. It's funny stuff. But it's like you and you're making fun of Elon one time. You were doing an Elon impression. It's great. You have like comedic instincts. Like when you said to Hillary, you'd be in jail. Like that's great timing. But it's like that kind of stuff was unheard of as a politician. Like no one had done that.
Yeah, now you were just hearing some of those radical things that the media is either reporting or not reporting on, of course. And that brings us to the summary of American politics and what has changed.
That's some
and I think
bullshit.
everyone that is in high school all the way up to an adult in college should hear this next clip.
The rebels are Republicans now. They're like, you want to be a rebel, you want to be punk rock, you want to like buck the system. You're a conservative now. That's how crazy. And then the liberals are now pro silencing criticism. They're pro censorship online. They're talking about regulating free speech and they're regulating the First Amendment. It's bananas to watch.
Joe, they come after their political opponent.
Well, they
I
do.
got more guys. I always say, I kid, but I'm not kidding. I've been investigated more than Alphonse Capone. He was the meanest of them all. He'd kill you in 2 seconds if he didn't like you, right? I've been under investigation more than Alphonse Capone, only because it's political opponent stuff. And I've won. I won the big case in Florida. I'm winning the other stuff. You win, but you know what they did? They did something that's only done in third world countries. They came after their political opponent.
Yes.
I could have put crooked Hillary in jail.
Well, not only that, but they're weaponizing it by saying that that's what you're going to do once you get in office.
Isn't it great?
By ignoring what they're doing right now. It's crazy.
I heard it. Somebody was defending me today. They said, no, they say that's what you're doing to him. They're going, he's going to put us in jail. He's going to invest.
That's what you're doing.
That's what you're doing to him.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, will you do that? Will you do that to him to them if you win? It's the presidency has tremendous power. I could have put crooked Hillary
I
in
respected
jail.
that you didn't because what you said was it would be bad for the country.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about on that. And before I get there, if you guys are getting value from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you want to support us further, go to the link in the description below and grab yourself a t-shirt or buy us a cup of coffee. Again,
Dude,
the full clip of this entire podcast is in the description, so make sure that you do watch it on your own time. Now, what's interesting and that I thought that I appreciated was bringing up what has changed in American politics. And this country is really craving for just common sense. That's really where we're at this point. That's why so many people are involved in politics today, because these people in Washington, they've crossed too many lines, right? They are doing too many crazy things at this point. And so many people have to stand up for the truth and call it out. And one of those things that are getting really out of hand is this whole thing about voter ID. Here's Joe Rogan and Trump talking about that.
That certainly is a problem. Mail ballots are a problem.
But every other country.
All stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment. Resurgence.
problem
you know,
is
other
voter
countries,
ID.
Yeah, a voter ID. How
Voter
about,
ID is the most bizarre argument that
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody articulate in a way that's convincing.
Because
why
they
you
wanna
don't
cheat.
need voter. Well, it doesn't make sense any other way. I've tried to straw man it, or I've tried to steel man it rather. I've tried to like look at it from a position like, why would you not want people to have ID? And a lot of the ideas are just ridiculous. You
Gavin
need an
Newsom.
ID to get a driver's license.
Okay, but here's now the next step. Gavin Newsom, one of the worst governors in the world, and I used to. You have ID. The Democrat National Convention, when they had it the last time I saw, they had a sign like a billboard on the name of the person, where they live, how they live, who the hell their boyfriends are. Every single, it was, and a big picture. That's for they have an ID, a big ID. It was hanging like you were a prisoner. They had these massive cards, everything. And yet when it comes to the vote, in theory, the most important thing we do, okay, when you go to a grocery store to give ID, but for a vote, it's supposed to be a sacred thing, and it should be a sacred thing. No voter ID because they want to cheat.
Well, it doesn't make sense in any other way. I've tried to look at it.
There's no other way.
There's no argument that anybody's presented that makes any sense. Why?
You know the funny thing, Joe? The Democrats, the people, they all think you should have it. In other words, you should have
Yeah.
voting. If you go to the people, Mrs. Schwartz, Mrs. Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Sure.
They say, of course, yeah. Democrats, they say yes. It's the politicians that don't want it, like Schumer and these guys, they don't want it because they want to be able to cheat. Because you know what? If they didn't have it, okay, who is going to vote for somebody that wants open borders? Who's going to vote for somebody that wants to have men playing in women's sports? You know, I have never had one person come up to me and say, President, you got to do something to allow men to play in women's sports. Have you ever? Just like I've never been called by a pollster. I told you my little theory on pollsters, okay? I'm getting myself in trouble with some of these things, but I don't really care. Nobody's ever come up to me and said, we want to have men playing women's sports.
Now, I live in California. I think Gavin Newsom, not new scum, but Newsom, I think this guy is insane. You're telling me it's against the law for me to ask someone for their ID in order to vote, but I can ask them for their ID if they want to get alcohol. I got to ask for their ID if they're trying to enter the doctor's office. I mean, come on, what's going on here, right? Common sense is out the window. So I was saying, this country's craving for common sense. Now, why is that? There's got to be a reason, right? Of course there is, because think about the recent polling we've heard. They're losing the black vote. They're losing the Latino vote. They're losing the working class vote. So they got to replace it somehow. How do they do that? They bring in millions of illegal migrants. They put them in these cities where they're losing the support at. So they have those votes in the future. Now, it sounds depressing when you talk about it. So something that was uplifting during this podcast episode was Joe Rogan praising Trump for obviously his collaboration with RFK Jr. Watch.
First of all, I love this idea of you teaming up with Robert Kennedy.
Right.
And I love this Make America Healthy Again idea, because there are chemicals and ingredients that are in our food that are illegal in other countries because they've been shown to be toxic. There's pesticides and herbicides, and there's a lot of shit that's been sprayed on our food that really is unnecessary. And there's a lot of health consequences that people are suffering from a lot of these things. And
I brought this chart for you.
Beautiful.
Because I had a feeling you'd be asking me.
Thank you.
Look at this chart. These are healthier countries. Look where the United States is. I'm going to send this to RFK Jr. Look
So
at that.
this is, well, something along the, I was actually talking to RFK today, and he told me that more than 70% of young men are ineligible for the military because of their health.
I could see it.
That's
a lot
crazy.
of it's obesity.
So here's the life expectancy versus health expenditure.
Same chart.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
USA.
Wow,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Jamie's the best.
He's very good.
He's the best.
But look at that. Look where
at
the USA is.
I gotta share this.
That's our diet. That's
wife,
sedentary lifestyle. That's our diet. That's the
Joe Rogan praising.
Hold on. I'll go right back.
I think he's a great guy.
I love the fact that you guys teamed up.
Yeah.
And are you completely committed to have him a part of your administration?
Oh, I am. But the only thing I want to be a little careful about with him is the environmental. Because, he doesn't like oil. I love oil and gas. I think,
Just keep him out of that.
To fire. So I'm going to sort of keep him out of a little. I said, focus on health. Focus. Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
It's funny that people are so focused on this hoax when it comes to Trump and him admiring Hitler generals, which is it's crazy, that whole talking point that she's deciding to close her election campaign with. But anyways, I digress. It's crazy that is what people are focusing on, and not the fact that you have a presidential candidate who's clearly going to put resources behind making our country healthy. I mean, isn't that what everyone wants? I mean, I find that to be interesting. 70% of young men can't even get into the military. Are you kidding me? I mean, we are just poisoning ourselves at this point. And so good for Trump for making that move. And I think it's just going to backfire on the Democratic Party, especially Kamala Harris. And when we're speaking about things that are going to backfire on Kamala Harris, her not doing this podcast episode is definitely going to backfire. Here's what Trump had to say about that.
Can you imagine Kamala doing this show?
I could imagine her doing this show.
She'd be laying on the floor.
She was supposed to do it, and she might still do it, and I hope she does.
She's not going to do it.
I will talk to her like a human being. I would try to have a conversation with her.
If she did this kind of an interview with you, I hope she does, because it would be a mess. She'd be laying on the floor comatose. You'd be saying, call in the medics.
I think we'd have a fine conversation.
I think it's another missed opportunity. She's out of touch with reality, with what voters really want. Trump is meeting people where they are at with this podcast. Just imagine the amount of people they're going to be able to reach. She's too busy in Houston with Beyonce, I guess, trying to motivate people to vote for her. But you know who did that last time? That was Hillary Clinton, and we see how that turned out. But hey, that's a whole nother thing. Now, there is one talking point that the Kamala Harris campaign is trying to tell people or convince people that Trump is exhausted. I find it fitting how he ended the podcast episode with Joe Rogan. Watch this.
And those plants would open up all over, and they'll fund them. We don't have to put up 10 cents. And I am in the process of making a huge speech in about a little while. And you and I, how long have we been talking?
A long time.
Let's go.
Probably like 3 hours.
I got to make a speech.
Right.
But we'll do it again. I want to do it again with you.
Okay.
You are something. I said, how long will this last? Anywhere from an hour to 3 or 4
How long
hours.
we do, Jamie? 3 hours.
Good. Well, we'll do it again. I thought it was great. I think it
was great. It was a lot of fun.
You are a fascinating guy, and you've done a great job.
All right. So this podcast was 3 hours long, as you heard. And at the point of recording this video, it's 5 million views in 5 hours. So we would probably say I would assume it's going to get to 10, 20 million, which is great enough. And we're still not counting on X and the other platforms. So this is a huge missed opportunity for Kamala Harris. Number 3, a lot of men do listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. So clearly, if Trump is now doing great with men, I think putting the icing on the cake is going on a Joe Rogan podcast, right? And here's the other thing. For the undecided voters out there, the people who are somewhat on the fence, or people who didn't want to vote for Trump, they wanted to vote for Nikki Haley, if they actually watch this episode all the way through, they would realize, wow, Trump is not anywhere close to what the media is saying he is. So Trump wins the day again. Kamala Harris loses again. And that is my opinion. So what do you guys think about this podcast episode finally happening? What did you think about the fact that Trump was energetic, engaged all the way through for 3 hours? We knew that. In fact, they could probably keep going, but he wanted to get to the rally. I mean, Trump has energy for days. Okay, so what do you guys think about that? And then some of the topics that they discussed. Let me know in the comment section below. Now, there's one thing I want to bring your attention to, is what undecided voters had to say about Kamala Harris. I mean, she got slammed and rejected recently. And I want you guys to check out that video because I just recorded it today and dropped it. And you can click on it because it's coming up right now.
Can you imagine Kamala doing this show?
The Vanished Shadow gun magnet is freaking awesome.
Picture yourself here,
Your home away from home, nestled in the mountains of Vermont. Discover world-class snowmaking.
Except for certain individuals that still deny their own fake balance.
That's insane. But I'll do it later.
All right,
Let me make a call because I'm a
all right, love you.
I'll leave it. Thank you. Yeah. Hello, brother.
There we go. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right.
Oh, well, good luck. That's all I can say for now.
Emote only, right? Emote only. Emote only.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Just don't read chat. Just don't read when you play.
Don't read it.
Yeah, don't read chat. Don't read chat. I'm not gonna read chat.
I bet. Looks like I'm calling Ron's bluff.
Okay, I'm calling Quesos.
Wait, what's going on?
So you got any kings, Case?
So basically, we're calling the world cards we have, right? I put a card down and I say I have a king. Now you say either I'm bluffing that I had a king, or you play some kings, or you bluff your
You can only
kings.
put down kings, but you can also bluff without kings.
The question I have is how you select. Okay, it's space.
It's gonna be on your like.
So this is a king's table, right? Okay. Yep. How you throw them down?
3
Yep.
kings.
You have 3 kings.
Yeah, I had 3 kings. What you mean? You ain't gonna go ahead and call it. I double dog dare you.
Liar.
Bro, come on, man.
Yeah. Good stuff, bro.
You have 1.
3 out
Bro. Hey, it's blank. It's all good. It's blank.
I guess 6 tries.
Catching up.
Good luck, pal.
The odds. Wait.
It's already
what are the
dead.
odds? What are the odds of that? Yo, this that was the fastest death of all time.
It is a scam. Ooh, I can see Ron's cards right now. Yo, whatever he's calling. Yep.
Wait, they changed it. You couldn't see them before.
Bluffing. He's bluffing.
He's got all question marks.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Game. It's cap, so call it.
Jinxie, call it.
Jinxie, call it.
That's
Jinxie,
cap.
call it.
No,
Jinxie,
no. What are you looking at, buddy?
Liar.
Oh, really, X? Really?
I forgot. I'm playing noobs. Sorry, I forgot. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, buddy. And bang.
Well, ain't my first rodeo.
Right? Join me, X. Join me.
Let's go. All right.
Noobs.
King's table. Oh, all right. First one to 2 wins. Let's go. Wop, bangarang.
Let's go, Keel.
1 king.
I mean, you know he has 1 king.
Don't rush me, little buddy.
If this guy's bluffing with 1 king, he's like actually a bot. Okay. I see.
Noobs.
I see how we're playing here.
1 king.
One king.
So.
That's cap.
Okay.
He's capping. Call him.
That's cap.
Make him pay.
Call me.
King.
Jinxie, you gotta stand on business and call something, man.
King.
He won't. He'll never call it. I promise you, he'll never
That's
call
cap.
That's
not
cap
in him.
right
It's
there.
not in him. It's not in him. Call it.
Well, there you go, Jinxie. Stand on business.
Load up the gun.
Oh my goodness.
Hand on
You
business.
saved it.
Noob.
You try hard. Wow. Please no. Please no.
Hey, buddy.
Please no.
No bull, just fate.
See ya.
Let's go. See, I forgot Rom's like he has reps on this game too. And that's what I would have done. That's my type of play.
It's all good.
Sorry for killing you, Case.
No, it's all good. The game just rigged me.
King's table. Okay.
The crazy part is the game glitched, and those 3 cards I threw down were actually kings too. That's the crazy part.
2 kings.
Call it.
1 king.
Yo, hey, X.
What's up?
Load that thing up real quick
3
for me.
kings.
Load it up.
Someone's
Welcome to a
feeling
comp
bold.
lobby, X.
You know what?
X, call that. You have to.
2 kings.
Wait, what? He didn't.
Liar.
Please. Oh my god.
Hey, table one. I'm honest with you. You're terrible to the game.
If I go out right now, I'm actually gonna be...
One shot. Yo, you guys ever seen the show BoJack Horseman?
What is that?
Heard of that, I feel
Bro,
like.
the guy in the back literally looks... I think it is him, bro. I'm not even trolling. Behind the bar.
Let's see here.
See, I have no car. Oh, wait, never mind.
Alright, that's cap.
That's brave. Or
Yeah, but-
foolish.
X, what do you think I do here?
Probably a call, to be honest with you. I don't think Ron.
He can't.
Ron doesn't have
can't
no.
call it.
He doesn't have the character. He doesn't have the character to lie on a 3 for a 2. He doesn't have that. He doesn't got that dog in him.
So call it.
Call
so
it.
Call it. Call it.
Nah, I'm gonna chill.
Of course you are. That's call that. Call that, Q. Call that. On everything, call that.
On everything, call
One queen.
that.
Call that. You need to call that. 3-1 is a classic lie. It's a classic lie. Come on, bro. You gotta call that.
He won't call it.
Call
he
it.
knows not to call it.
think
He'll
I'm
never
wrong?
call it. He'll never call it
You
again.
gotta call it.
I promise you. I
Call
promise
it.
he's not going to.
Call
Gotta
it.
call it.
Call it.
Liar.
There you go. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Bro, X, what are you doing,
I
man?
mean, what do you
can
mean?
shut up.
That's a win for me. That's a win for me.
What
It's
are
too
you
easy. It's
doing?
too easy. If I make you call, it's a win automatically for me. Now die. Boom. Alright.
Okay. This game gets the adrenaline thumping.
Whatever, bro.
Alright, hold on now. It's Queen's table.
Mmm.
Ooh.
Mmm. Is he gonna play his hand or is he just gonna look at it? That's cap. That's cap.
So call it. That's you.
Yeah, bro. Bro, he's just talking.
That's cap.
You say that every time now.
I mean, that's just cap though. Like, come on, man.
So call it.
2 queens.
See, that's actually capping.
So call it.
One queen.
Yo, he actually doesn't call, bro. He actually doesn't call.
I called earlier. It didn't work out, so I'm not calling right now.
Liar. Ron, why'd you go quiet?
Because he actually has it.
Bro, this guy is like, yo, how do you have it every time? Please, take me away.
Welcome to Queso's lobby now.
Guess who wins?
Please, 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 please.
Boom!
Bang!
Ooh, I'm actually
That's
gonna.
hilarious that you've done shot 6 times and the first bullet killed me.
That's up for Queso.
Yeah, Ron's gonna win this game.
Of
He
course
just
you would
has
get
it
that
every
kind of luck,
time.
though, right?
All right, bro. Let's take it slow. Queen's table.
Let's take it real slow.
Actually.
1 queens.
Liar. Call that. Good
Wait,
call.
are you trolling me?
That
I
was a
actually
good
had a
call.
queen.
Hey, buddy.
That was
Hey, buddy.
a
Hey,
good
buddy.
call.
Put the
actually
gun in
had a
it.
queen.
Put the gun in
I
your pipe
actually had it.
and
He's
pull
not
it.
even good.
Pull it.
He's not even good.
Pull it.
Please.
Pull it.
Boom! What?
Whatever.
All right, I'm just.
I'm not saying I want you dead, but dude, this is unbelievable, by the way. How many shots has he taken?
4, I think. Yo, X, I literally had 2 queens, you psycho.
I was
literally had it.
spamming as soon as the runs even started. I didn't give a fuck. I was gonna go for a hard call.
1 ace.
Boom.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Yo, bro, don't. No, stop.
2
Bro, throw it on your.
aces.
I raise you to 2, buddy. That's cap. That's cappuccino.
So call
That's
it.
cappuccino.
What a cap. What a cap.
X,
Call
you
it.
think it's a cap?
What
Bro,
a
but
cap.
X,
What a cap.
No. You tell me it's cap.
That's cap. That's cap right there.
You swear
Okay,
that's
okay,
cap.
so
That's cap.
If it's cap,
Give
call
me
it.
10 subs if it's wrong. Give me 10 subs if you're wrong.
He's
No.
not gonna gift you.
Exactly.
That's cap though.
1 ace.
3 aces.
Fuck it, dude.
Whoa.
2 aces.
Bruh.
Oh no, I have my cards. They're all gone. Good luck.
Liar. I got you.
No,
that time.
you don't got him. Oh, what a rookie. What a rookie.
You could have put down all your cards, right? I would have
Please,
lost.
please. I'll win. I'll win right now.
The bullet.
No way, right?
Yes. Have I? Wait, have I actually evaded?
Yes, you have 1 bullet left.
Oh, wait. All right. Yo, XQC is just telling me to call cap, but then he won't even call cap on me.
Yeah, I played my entire hand.
Bro, at least I go for it. You guys don't even go for
I
it.
played my entire hand. How is that not going for it?
Bro, you guys just like, I don't know. You guys just sit there and like wait for me to call cap.
No, I equalized them. Hey, look at me, pal. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap right there. You gotta
cap.
That's cap. You need to call cap.
X.
That's
No,
cap.
bro.
You need to
X,
call
you're
cap.
Yo, I can't. My brain's hurting. I don't know what to do.
Call it, bro.
No, don't call it. Don't call it. Don't call
There's
it.
literally no
Don't
reason.
call it.
There's
Don't call
literally
it.
no reason, bro.
Good boy. Don't call it.
There's no reason.
Well, if you're not gonna call it, then
3 kings.
and I'm emptying my hand again.
3 cards. Someone's got a death wish. Liar.
Oh, come on. Now take the gun and shoot, dumb. Dummy.
Oh no. Why does he have 2?
Watch me just get lucky. Watch Ron.
I'm over. It's
Come
over.
on.
No, it's
Pull
over.
it. Pull
It's
it.
over.
Pull it,
He's
little
gonna die,
bub.
bro.
Pull it, bub.
Randomly.
Ah. We got 2 tanks.
Wow, I left my tacos out there for an hour. No.
Yeah, I did. Those are unedible afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a good hand.
Alright, bro. Dual aces. Just gonna throw that there.
Call it, Keo.
1 king.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him.
That's cap. That's cap. That's
I'm coming back. Spam the
That's cap.
W's, bro.
Let's be honest. You only did that because you had like 4 of them. 4 or 3.
Well, ain't my first rodeo.
Wait, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you over the explosion.
Dang.
Oh.
The explosion's about to happen in your head. Watch this right here.
I'm literally on my last life. This is insane. No, Chad, I'm eating those tacos. I'm freaking out. I have to listen.
Jesus.
Why would Ron say 2 aces?
Yeah, why would he say that?
He doesn't have it.
Why would he say that?
3
Call it.
aces.
I'll call it. I'll just play it safe.
1 ace.
Yep.
If you really think about it, philosophically, playing safe is actually playing really risky. Think about it.
1
So,
ace.
That's a good way of putting it.
Because look at it.
2 aces.
Clean my hands.
Oh,
That's a good way of putting it.
I'm just gonna keep. Well, if it's only me and you.
Bro,
Now you're squeezed, aren't you?
Ron.
No,
Now
I'm gonna
you're
play it
squeezed.
safe.
He only
Should I
had-
call it?
He only,
Ron,
had, he only has 1 or 2 left.
Ron. Called it. Called X, bro. Dude, when is he? Bro, he's
Hey,
alive
buddy.
every single
Hey, buddy.
time.
Call it. Call
Nice,
it.
Ron, nice.
I'm the man with the cards. It is what it is. I never
Why
lie.
tell me to call it?
So I can win?
If I die now, I'm gonna be.
This one's for you, darling.
And dead.
Bing.
Bro!
Oh, what is this, man?
Right, Baseball actually has the
You're right.
worst
What
luck
is
of all
this?
time.
It's a noob armor lobby.
I've never seen someone die on the first shot. That's like insane.
Had to nerf me.
1 queen.
That's cap.
Call it. Do it.
You
Every
gotta
time
call
you
that.
said,
Nope.
look at me in the eyes, Jay.
Don't let XQC influence you anymore. He's been influencing you this whole game. Stand on business.
Exactly.
Do what you think you need to do.
So
I'm not
call
gonna lie,
it.
Jinxie.
So
I'm
call
not gonna lie,
it.
we need to team up. Team up on him. Tell me if you want me to call it. Just be honest. We need to team up on him. He has 2.
I'm genuinely down. Yes. I'm
Then
down.
I'll just play 1 then. I'll just play 1 then.
Look, Ron, I'm down.
I'm gonna play safe.
Look at him, bro. Look at him. He's lying. Look at him.
That's cap. That's cap.
Put it down. Trust me.
2 on second is the most cap thing out there.
Yeah, not gonna lie, you gotta call that.
If
Jinx.
you
You
want to
gotta
call
that.
it, but you're gonna die. That's just me and him.
That is such a
But Case,
cap.
I don't even need to
He's
right now.
called
I don't
me
even need to
cap
right now.
every single round.
Case, I don't even
I
need to right now.
cannot believe. Okay, now you're squeezed because now he's gonna play. Okay, now he's gonna play his 2 real ones, and you're stuck with me. And I have a good hand.
1 queen.
X, Ron got rid
Don't
of all
listen to
his
Keo.
He has 2 now. Now they're real ones. You're dead now. You're dead. You lost.
No, don't call it.
Oh, it's what you do to me.
Uh.
Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me.
Call it.
Oh, it's what you do to me. X, you weren't thinking of this, were you?
3 queens.
Liar.
Oh,
what?
I'm
What are
dead.
you doing, Jinxie?
Is he
I
good?
don't know. I
Bro,
tried to like do
What
reverse
did you
psychology.
just do, Jinxie?
Why
That was
would
like
you-
The first time.
that's like the 20 IQ play, dude.
Oh, brother.
How many shots do I have left, Keo? You have 4.
You have 4 shots left. You're good.
Jinx, you got locked in. Come on, man.
He has to call to the
this is a
It's an insta call, yeah.
Hold on, this is a
Case,
master
I didn't
game
know.
now.
All right, I'm gonna go get my tacos.
This is a master class.
Tacos, baby, let's go.
Let's talk, yo.
Let's talk, shall we?
How many kings do you have?
Too many.
Too many, huh?
One.
Alright, you can play that game.
Oh!
I
So
only have one
you're
king.
just gonna cap it.
I only have one king.
In that case, then?
Queso reference in that case. Get it? What?
Case, you calling this?
Oh, I'm 100% calling that. He lying right now.
Damn. How'd
Get
you
exposed.
know? How'd you know?
Oh my goodness.
I'm the man
My
with
bad.
the cards. You gotta respect it.
My bad.
Oh my god, XQC's too...
It's blank though. It's blank. It's blank.
Is it?
Yeah, it's blank.
God!
One king. Only one king.
Man.
Only one king left on the table, boys.
Yo, how
Hey, let the game not glitch this time. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Watch this, XQC. Game ain't gonna glitch this time. Ready up.
All right, buddy.
Let's go. Everybody lock in. Here,
No, I'm locked.
My character sold me. My character
Mods,
sold
run a
me.
prediction.
I got to scan and repair first game.
My character sold me. Showtime. All right. First 1 to 2 wins. X has 1. Everybody else has 0.
Nice, bro. I'm calling
luck.
X. Oh god.
Hey, Ron, you gonna call it? You gonna call it?
Like, Case,
Oh,
looks like
X,
you're
you
called
look
in my
great.
bluff. Here, Case.
Yeah. Yo, what you looking at, XQC, by the way? What you doing over there?
Look at my
Yo, what
package.
yo, oh.
Whoa.
I'm looking at what I got.
Uh-huh. Who's starting it off? Okay. That's cap.
That's cap. That's cap. That was cap.
Start it off slow, boys. Let's talk about it. How's everybody's night?
Oh, God, this is intense.
Been
bro.
better.
All right.
Better.
Ace.
What's up? Case, remember, you're calling me, so just don't call me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I got you.
One. Ace.
Well, that's cap.
Why does your
Yeah, go ahead, call it then. If it's cap, go ahead, call it then. I double dog dare you to call it. Call it.
Okay, calling it then.
Yeah, you ain't like that. That's what I thought. Talk about that's cap. Go ahead and call it. Come on.
Look at me.
Liar.
Yo, what you doing
Wait,
over
you
there?
actually run. Run! Let's go run! Wait, he's
Okay.
he's
Now,
stream
Ron,
sniping.
now do that, but without the chat now. Do that, but without the
That's
chat.
a stream snipe. No, that's
Pull up my
a
chat.
stream
No
snipe.
one
Do that,
said
do that
anything.
though, but without the chat now.
That's a stream snipe.
Do it without the chat.
I guess my chat would type it that quick.
This
Are you a
guy
madman?
isn't moving his head any direction, not looking at his
Yeah,
actual.
Look at my
Okay.
chat. Not one person said anything.
I mean, run, bro.
Run.
They're all just spamming
Run.
this yellow dude with hands up.
Run.
One.
On my soul, I didn't.
UAV online.
Kings.
Bro.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna zoom in on my eyes
Take it slow.
so everyone can see my eyes.
One. King.
Why does Queso's guy's voice sound like that? He's like, one king. Whoa, X has
Biggest lie I've ever seen in my life. If you don't call,
I'm not calling it. I'm playing it safe. I don't care.
Who would ever do that?
Oh
who would ever do a
God.
1-3-1? It's the worst strategy ever.
How many times am I gonna die?
You guys are not gonna bail me out? Can you guys call it? Bail me out.
Ace.
One. King.
Okay, GG.
call that. He lying.
Indeed.
My hands are empty.
Me too. I played it smart. It's up to the.
He lied, Jinxie.
it's
He
up to the
lied,
duo.
dude.
It's up to the duo right here. Think about it, Jinxie. If you have your cards, you put them all down. He has to call regardless.
See, you should be saying he's lying. He's capping.
Okay,
Just
so then
call that.
it. So then call it. Be the first one out.
Even if you call it and it's wrong, the first bullet's blank. I'll see it in the chat. Come on.
That's not cap. That's not cap.
You know what?
2 kings.
Yeah.
That's probably cap.
No, you won. Call it.
That's probably cap.
Oh my gosh! I
See?
thought I had it. No! Please!
Let's see if luck
Watch.
is on my
You're done now. You're done.
I can't look.
That. Well, okay.
Oh.
I do.
Yo, you guys are like comp at this game. This is like a sweat lobby.
Says you.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, I love this lobby. Hold on. Why is there a bear approaching Queso?
Huh?
2 kings.
Is there a bear behind you?
That's gotta be Kappa.
Yeah, X for sure, brother.
Would he
Yeah.
throw down 2 of them?
2, yeah, 2 on 1 is
This is what he
Kappa.
does. He just sits across the table and then
Well, that's
tells
Cap
other people
though.
to call it.
What?
Do I call him?
Yeah.
I think you call
Yeah,
it.
you call him.
You lying to me?
Nope.
No,
Put that
That,
on.
that
I'm not lying.
I'm putting it on his head. It's Cap.
Oh, you lying. I heard
On
the
his head.
smile
On his
when
head.
you
It's Cap.
said
On his
that.
head. It's Cap.
Oh, I'm calling that.
Called it.
How you call it? X?
Call it.
Okay,
There
there
you
we
go. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
Bang.
Listen. 2 cards on the first turn is one of the most Cap rate of all time. I'm telling you.
Let's see.
Now die.
I can't look.
Now
I can't look at
pull
it.
it.
Am I getting stream sniped? What is this?
Yeah, I know. Q stream
I
sniper,
look
bro.
all get. Listen, 2 on 1 is the most cappuccino thing out there. And you said that as soon as you split it. No delay. No delay.
Bro, did you say cappuccino?
Yeah.
All right, 2 on the first one. Most cappuccino.
2 kings.
Reverse psychology. Actually call it because he thinks, oh, he's not gonna fall for that, but he probably thinks that. So reverse. It's a threefold. It's a threefold lie. Threefold.
Case.
A threefold.
It's a threefold lie. Trust it.
I like that. I like that out of X. I'm not gonna lie. I would call. If I was you, I would call that. But that's up to you. At the end of
It
the
is
day.
actually a threefold.
Don't look at me.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I can't. Yeah, I can't believe
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
I
He ain't lying.
can't believe you let him get away.
Yeah, call me. Call me. Call me.
Call Q. Call it.
No.
I'm so mad.
Here's why what you just played isn't Kappa, because he didn't call something that was probably Kappa, and he knew that. Now he's playing a safe card instead because he has a lot of them. He's gonna so play it. I don't go against that.
King.
You a licensed psychiatrist or something? What is that?
Ronaldo,
Oh, wow.
Ronaldo, you're not him. You're not him. You gotta stop. You gotta peel back a little bit.
Ron, what are you doing?
You are not
Had
him.
it.
Ron,
I thought
that's
he
like
had it.
Billy, bro.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
In the nose? Oh my god.
He wanted to show that he wasn't a sniper. He was just good, and then he instantly fails. Come on, bro, close that shit up, man. Sorry, thing.
We got it, man. We got it.
All right, I'm locked down. I won't die for the rest of the night.
1 queen.
Okay. Yeah,
Probably
one
Cap.
queen, yeah.
He capping.
Probably Cap, yeah.
He ain't got 1 queen. He capping.
Wait, you think he's capping Case?
Yeah, he cap. He ain't got 1 queen in that in them cards.
Liar.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Cooking. Oh Lord, have mercy.
There you go.
What are you guys saying?
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
Please, please. No!
Let's see if
I want to
live.
live!
See ya, buddy. Boom.
What?
All right. I'm listening to myself and only myself right now. That was bad.
Yeah, you listen to just you from now on.
Oh my God, I have tacos here.
Bro, I got tacos. I just got some.
Oh, this hand.
I actually like my hand here.
Oh yeah, me too.
Hey, statement. What kind of cards you got?
And 1 jack,
Aces.
1
Two
king,
cap.
2 aces, and
You
another
went
king.
2 again. I want to call it, but
3 aces.
Okay, you know what? That is probably Kappa.
go ahead, call it then. Tell me, show me his cap.
You know what? I haven't seen you do 3s so far. It's probably true, and you're fucked up to the next round. And whatever you play next round will tell me if what kind of person you are.
Okay. What kind of person I am?
Yep. Yep.
And hey, JD's and Lentilman, thank you for playing.
Did I do an F-bomb?
Not gonna lie, Jinx, you gotta call that. Okay, never mind. What?
3 cards.
He's gonna play one.
Go guts.
He's gonna play one. Watch this.
Be smart here, Case.
1 ace.
Lie.
Listen.
You sold.
There's no way. Well, it means you had.
Now accuse him of sniping, X. Now accuse him of sniping.
Well, I can't because he played the card, dummy.
Bullet.
Bang.
Yeah.
Let's go, Case.
No.
He thought he was gonna do a psychiatric evaluation on me. No.
You had a good hand, that's all. You literally only had a good hand.
I only had 1 queen. What you talking about? Or whatever it was. That's cap.
Call it.
Wait, you said 2 kings?
Yep, call it. Trust me, please call it. This will be me versus Case.
He's talking a lot. That's what nervous people do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you should have
That's
called
Nova.
it. He ain't lying. Let's go, GC.
I'm here to play. I told you I'm here to play.
Same amount every. If I die, I'm actually.
Please, 1-on-1. 1-on-1, Case.
Ooh.
Wait, Case, above my head, does it say 2 for 6 or 3 for 6?
3. You're halfway there.
Wait, what does mine say?
2.
Case has 0.
Oh yeah, I'm locked.
Okay. Ron, but you're not. You gotta call him, bro. You're like his caller.
Oh my goodness, the absolute nerve to throw 3 down. Jinx, you gotta do what you gotta do right here.
Yeah, but why would he lie on the? Wait,
Why does anybody
Case.
lie, Jinxie? Think about
Case.
it.
Okay, you gonna tell you the truth, Jinxie?
Wait, Case, you're actually right. He put the 3 down, thinking I would think it's too aggressive, meaning his last 2 are actually his good cards. These 3 are all done.
Liar.
Oh
You
my
just
gosh,
sold
I'm a genius.
so
I just
bad.
cooked.
You just sold so bad.
Please, I don't even wanna. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, it's my first rodeo.
Goodbye. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
How are you so lucky?
My left arm hurt. I think I'm having a heart attack. Ooh, man, that's
Left
bad.
arm hurts.
Yeah. Ooh, Kings. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, for the editors, I forgot.
Yeah, damn on.
Is it my go? No, okay.
I forgot that was the thing, to be honest
In
with you.
case you wouldn't lie to me, right?
Oh no, I never told a lie. They call me never lying Case. 1 king.
1
Really?
king.
Uh-huh.
One king.
Is that 2 bullets?
He lying, dude.
So now we're just gonna call it every time I put a card down. You're gonna say I'm lying.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, I see.
3 kings.
Oh, ain't no way.
Call that. Please call that, Case.
There
You're
is
0 out of
absolutely-
6. You're 0 out of 6. There's no chance you
That
get
don't
1
mean
out of 6.
you're gonna take the life of somebody just because. What you talking about? 0 out of 6? Don't mean nothing.
Oh, he just put down 3 cards. You believe that?
You seen what happened to me last game? The
I promise
first
you that
time.
will happen. And I promise
you
look at him, he's
promise?
laughing. He's laughing. if you get out, there's I don't even know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You do what you have to do, but I don't believe it.
One king.
I didn't mean to do it. I tried to call it.
He slapped his key.
I hit the wrong button.
How?
So you hit the wrong button, huh?
I tried to hit X. It didn't work.
So if I call it right now.
Ronnie,
If you call it right now, you're gonna be in bad shape. That's all I got to tell you. I enjoy that.
Nice, Case.
Alright, this is gonna be a 1-on-1.
I see what we're doing.
No way. Okay.
Wow, Case.
Well, still really lucky though. 6 and 5 is insane.
He went 0 for 6, bro. Alright.
Wow. Really turned things around in that game. That's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I don't like that it's all like title though. Messed up. All right.